Hello everyone, my name is David Chechelashvili. I hope you can pronounce my last name. Today I'm speaking on behalf of one of the universities that is recently became part of VR First. It's Ilia State University in Georgia, not the United States Georgia, the Georgia that is between Turkey and Russia. Ilia State University is the second largest public university in Georgia, and in terms of an innovator, it's probably the first, because they're doing so many things in terms of pushing trying to establish an ecosystem for startups in a country where innovation was not first on the list. Let me put it this way. Before I start, first of all, I want to thank to VR First and IEEE for inviting me here. Theo mentioned in his speech one of the problems with VR. The problem is same. I've been in 3D industry for 12 years now, and 3D, as you probably know, VR is extension of 3D. So some even call VR 3D with positional tracking. So 3D industry was facing similar problems as VR is facing now. And one of the problems that Theo mentioned is content, the quality of the content. It's a big one. The quality of the content. The second problem is a lack of content. And the third one is abstractions that you have to wear on your face. Exactly the same problems the 3D industry faced. And you see from where 3D industry now that they didn't solve these problems efficiently. And I hope that initiatives like VR First and some others are helping tremendously, because if you look at the problem, lack of content, two problems, lack of content and the lack of good content, how do you solve it? What's the best way to solve it? So the VR First is going to the source, to students, the future specialists in VR who are going to work on a content at some point, right? So when you fix it at the source, that's the best way. Naturally, the third problem is a little bit out of our expertise. At least there are other people working on that, and I hope it will be solved. But the first two problems I'm happy that they're being addressed. So to give you a background, Ilia State University is establishing, about 1 year ago, it started establishing the ecosystem for innovation. It's very unique in Georgia, because in this university there are several areas all in one place, and all of these areas are designed to help students to become innovators and start their companies, startups. So Ilia State has Fab Lab, Game Lab, Tech Transfer Office, Immersive Visualization Lab, and now VR First Lab. So all this was put together relatively recently. VR First is not open yet. The equipment is on its way, and it will be open soon. So today I'm going to talk to you, I'm going to describe what our plans are, what are some of the challenges of what we're planning to do. So students from schools that are part of Ilia State University, and these schools are like design schools, computer science, electrical engineering. We're partners with San Diego State University, business school. Students from these schools can come to the place, and they get help and they get incentives to pretty much do everything from the beginning. Design their products, design the software, and VR, AR is the field that a lot of the students are interested in. We have people in a game lab that will also be in a VR First lab that are coming from a gaming background. They're indie game developers. They're enthusiasts in VR. They developed a game that was in a recent Leap Motion, you've heard about Leap Motion controller, right? The Leap Motion, once a year they organize contests. So they put out the word there and design a game using a Leap Motion, and you can win prizes. The last year, in 2016, they were second or third, I don't remember. And the year before that, they were in the top 20. And the contestants are a lot. I think there are 500 or 600 contestants that entered. 600, yeah. So the enthusiasm is there. Some of the hardware is there already. Some more hardware is coming. We are also happy that VR First will allow us to start using the CryEngine because the others are being used before that. Now, it's not only gaming that will be part of the activities in VR First. As you probably know, gaming is for the industry, it's a low-hanging fruit. You know, many believe that gamers, since they are innovators and early adapters, they will be the first ones buying hardware and playing games. But there are lots of vertical applications, and I think these vertical applications, first of all, they're very good for publicity and for incentivizing people. For example, we already developed a couple of applications to the vertical applications to help people with post-traumatic stress disorder, to rehabilitate people with post-traumatic stress disorders, and also some others. So vertical applications will be a big part of the VR First Lab, and we're hoping to achieve to spread the word around and to serve not only to students from our universities, but to all students, because yes, our university is innovative relative to other universities, but a lot of students from other universities are also interested in VR, and we're hoping to be the first one to get them interested, and then hopefully they also can open VR First labs in their universities. I think, well, first of all, I was planning to be short because there is not much I can talk about in terms of VR First. We haven't started yet, but I will be happy to answer any of your questions about VR First or VR in general, since I'm also involved in VR, not on a university side, but from a personal side. You know, 3D, as I said, 3D is continuation. VR is continuation of 3D, and I will be happy to talk to you more about VR. Thank you.
Panasonic.